Hello, welcome. Glad to have you join us. This is Sports Tonight. I'm Austin Okonakwa, broadcasting live from our sports center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's still an action-packed, racy, pacey, exciting, interesting, engaging world of sports. What are you talking about in Nigeria? Aftermath of the National Sports Federation's elections are still getting talking points. The Minister for Youth and Sports is talking tough tonight on the program, and we'll find out who is he talking to. What is he saying? Well, he seems to be telling the aggrieved candidates to move on. Let's move on the show tonight. We'll also take a look at grassroots athletics development. O3 Athletics, what are they doing? What's that initiative all about? Talking about discovering young talents for athletics in the country. Despite all of the controversy, we must continue with the show, particularly in terms of developing talents. Also on the show tonight, March Day 31 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. What a story. Who's been walking with us on this journey? It's getting interesting and interesting. You know, the MFM couldn't complete the game against Katsina United. The pitch was flooded. That game was played this morning. Interesting game of football. 5-goal thriller. MFM 3, Katsina United 2. We'll break down the Nigeria Professional Football League tonight on the show. We'll break down the NNL. We'll give attention to that disallowed goal that happened at Uba. Walk with us. It's going to be an interesting night of football on the program today. We'll also take a look at the transfer market. Mendy is on the news tonight. What's happening? Where is he moving to? You don't know? Walk with us. We'll tell you. Let's quickly bring you into everything that we'll be doing tonight on the program. I'll keep telling you, don't just watch this show. Come. Let us play for the love of the game. That's our feedback mechanism right there. On Twitter, our channels _sports. Facebook channels, Sports. You can also send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. Just to also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube /channelsweb. If you're on the go, you can log on to m.channelstv.com to download the Channels TV app for your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your iOS, your Windows phones, and your Android phones. Just log on to m.channelstv.com, download the app, and be part of just about everything I'm doing tonight on the program, because when I get tired of running, I toss the baton to you and then we'll run this race together. Interesting world of sports. Let's come home now. Talk about aftermath of the National Sports Federation elections. Drama. Continuous drama was seen in that one. Remember, 31 federations were lined up for inauguration, but only 29 got inaugurated. We're still waiting. We want to know what went down with taekwondo and gymnastics. Ministry for Youth and Sports, we're hoping you would tell us what particularly happened with gymnastics, where a candidate was declared winner, and then we showed you them. Yeah, Mrs. Moyo spoke on the program. We also showed you Prince Kelvin Izoge saying, I won the election, everything is fine. Moments later, we're told that election was nullified, and nobody's talking to us afterwards. But, well, the Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, is speaking tonight. He has debunked claims by Nawi's representative on the board of the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. You know her, Rosa Collins. Rosa Collins spoke up at the June 13th election that a lot of things are wrong. No elections in athletics, but the elections went on. She lost to Ibrahim Gusso, but afterwards the appeals committee says no, a lot of things went wrong with this election, so we're going to cancel it and have another one. But the Supreme Court of Sports, the Harmonization Committee, they said no, we're going to uphold that election. But Rosa Collins, through Nawi's candidature, can be part of the board. But the Minister for Youth Sports says claims that she was robbed of a presidential mandate, they've described it as a falsehood and a ploy to mask her inability to emerge as president of the federation. So Minister for Youth and Sports, Solomon Dalong, practically saying, just move on with this process. Let's develop our sport. Remember, as I told you, the appeals committee entertained petitions from aggrieved persons after the elections and took decisions based on the facts available to them. But when more facts emerged, according to the appeals committee, they said the harmonization committee watched videos that they didn't see and had more claims, more facts backed up with evidences. And so they upheld the election. But Rosa Collins says, no, this is not fair, this is not right, we'll still fight for it. The other day, you listened to Prince Tom, they're still saying the same thing. So let's wait and see. In the end, it is the sport that suffers, and that's not what we want. Let's move on with the show now. Talk about athletics development. Yes, why all of those politics and drama is happening in the federation? Some persons are looking and they're saying, no, we must look beyond this and develop athletics in the country. O3 Athletics, they are putting together an athletics championship. They want to discover talent. I don't know much about it, so we brought them to the studio to tell us how they intend to go about this talent discovery and development with athletics in the country. Join us. Let's welcome the Executive Director of O3 Athletics, Olaolu Onodipe. He's with us in the program. Good to have you on the show tonight.
Good evening. Thank you for being.
And of course, when you're planning something as this, you need a coach. And that's why we have Coach Kunle Raji also in the studio. Good to have you around, Coach.
Yeah, good evening.
Let me begin with you. I've seen a lot about O3 Athletics online. I've spoken to some persons. But what is this about? What's the objective?
The O3 Athletics Foundation is a grassroots empowerment foundation that intends to give platform to young Nigerian athletes to explore their talents in athletics. And our mission is to continuously develop homegrown world and Olympic champions. We run athletics competitions and draft the exceptional ones into our academy where we groom them for these future challenges. So that's just basically what we do.
Okay, and I hear you have a lot of programs lined up. Do you want to tell us some of that?
Yeah, we intend to host 3 competitions annually: the under-17s every August, the under-20s every December, and the West African under-18 every April. We intend to give exposure to all these athletes that we are identifying and everything, so that they can represent Nigeria in future international competitions.
That's right.
Our first competition will be coming up in August 25-26, at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. And it's basically an under-17 competition where we expect to unearth these talents, because we have so many talents scattered around Lagos, around Nigeria. People have been registering. We've even had more people register outside Lagos, and we've had people register outside the country, Nigerians. So it's going to be a very big competition for athletes that some people don't even know they have these talents. But we have a technical team that's going to check the running styles, the prospects and everything, and identify the ones who can draft into academy. Then after the academy, we take them on a training camp to fine-tune the aspects of their running that needs to be improved.
It sounds good. It sounds good. Let me talk to you, Coach Kunle Raji. You just mentioned technicalities, and that's where I'm concerned. With young talents, how challenging is it to discover this talent?
Yeah, well, as he has rightly said, we intend just grooming these athletes, bring them up to that state of professionalism, and over time, you know, Nigeria used to be a very big name in athletics, and we found out that we're just going down the line and everything.